We would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today and pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging. G'day, I'm Shell.
Kia ora, I'm Lou.
And welcome to Xena Warrior Nutballs. And today we have on the show Xena's mum, Cyrene! Cyrene, can you believe it?
And one more time, for the people in the back, if you didn't hear it, it's
man.
Cyrene.
For the ones in the cheap seats, it's Cyrene!
Yeah, the one, the only, Darien Takle. So leave your weapons at the door, Shell, because we're going into Cyrene's Tavern, and they aren't welcome there.
No swords in Cyrene's Tavern. I was actually really nervous about this one, Lou.
Yeah?
Yeah, Cyrene's up there for me, man. She's right up there. She's Xena's mum.
Yeah.
Like, she's amazing. She's the ultimate warrior mama. The first mum on screen to quietly accept her queer daughter and her partner. Mm-hmm. You know, she accepted Xena and Gabrielle's relationship. She fought for her daughter. She was always for the greater good. Mm-hmm. She's hot.
I mean, look, I'm not going to lie. There are some people that have come to the show to watch Xena. There's some that come to watch Gabrielle. I definitely was one of those young people that was like, oh, Cyrene's a bit beautiful.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So look, before we totally fizz over and froth ourselves to death over Darien Takle, should we actually give a bit of context as to who Cyrene is in the Xenaverse?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she is Xena's mum, as we've already said a million times, but she's also a tavern owner. She lives in Amphipolis, which is a real Greek city. Go Google Maps. Yeah.
I never looked it up. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's also, I don't know, how would you describe her? What's the kind of the words you'd use to describe Cyrene, Shell?
Stoic,
beautiful.
Yeah.
Huge dignity is what comes to my mind.
Yeah, dignified.
And so unflappable. Like she is just steadfast, stoic.
And
like
badass, really.
Oh, feisty is a word that Darien herself uses a lot to describe her.
Yes, feisty.
Let's not us go into it. We'll let her describe it. But it is so stunning to hear how connected Darien Takle is to the actual essence and character that Cyrene is. Like how much she drew from herself and her own life experience.
I love that so much.
Oh, yeah. We'll leave that for her, but
yes. That's her creative process that she'll explain.
Yeah. So Cyrene's actually in 7 episodes across all 6 seasons of the Xenaverse. She starts in the opening pilot, Sins of the Past, episode 1, season 1, and she ends in Haunting of Amphipolis.
Oh,
Yep. Let's just park that for now. We'll revisit it in the interview.
Yeah.
Shell, I don't mean to put you on the spot here. What's your favourite appearance of Cyrene in the Xenaverse?
Ooh, I would say Takes One to Know One.
Oh yeah, the murder mystery one.
Yeah, because it's funny. I really love the comedies.
Yes.
The silliness of it, you know.
Yes.
It reminds me of like an old school theatre show. It's just like a comedy farce. I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
It was excellent. It was so good. They brought in all such great high caliber cast, eh?
Like you got everyone.
Darien, you got Bruce Campbell, you got Ted Raimi, you got Willa O'Neill, you got Alison Wall. You just got bursting at the seams stars. It's such an excellent episode.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah, season 4, episode 19.
Exactly. Yeah, and mine, of course, is Amphipolis Under Siege, obviously. But we will, and I know we get such a cool chance to have a chat to her about that one too.
Oh, that must have been so good for you.
Oh,
getting to do that. Yeah.
I know. There just isn't even a dud appearance of Cyrene, is there? She's just excellent.
Yeah, all the way through.
100%.
From the very beginning. And I think that's what I really like about her as well. She's always a constant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a cool touchstone for the whole Xenaverse.
Yes.
So to give should we give a tiny bit of context of this relationship between this mother and this daughter? Because it's complex.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess, like, just to boil it down really quickly, in this first episode that they see each other again, Xena is coming back to warn her hometown of, like, a warlord that's coming in, right?
Yeah.
And Cyrene is, just like the rest of her fellow villagers, not super stoked to see Xena, because last time she was pulling this shit, she got a bunch of them killed, including her brother. So Cyrene's, like, not stoked that her daughter's
You'd be
back.
pretty fucking pissed, wouldn't you? Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. She's like, no, bitch, get out of here. We don't want any of your shit. but like, she does it much more gently than that. And
No, I think it was much worse. Wasn't it like, we are not your people. I am not your mother. This is not your village. And take your weapons and get out.
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Cyrene can really serve.
Yeah. I wouldn't mess with her, man.
But the way Darien Takle sets it all up, it just makes us really understand the depth of hurt that Xena has done in her past. And it really sets us to understand Xena is really atoning for these horrible sins and that she's a very imperfect person. And we also see immediately, though, that strength from this incredible warrior mama, which is so cool. It's so cool. That, like, feminism on screen in the mid-90s, stunning.
Yeah, man. So good to see that in the 90s. You're right. And that's why we love Xena too. You know, she is human, and those human qualities of not being perfect and
For sure.
wanting to change, and then the forgiveness of the mum too. You know, like we always forgive our kids. It's just we should talk about Darien's career, like in the theatre and screen, and she's so humble about it.
Out the gates, I think it's really important that we actually honour that she's actually an officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit.
Wow.
So this is a really high status
Dude.
in New Zealand. Yeah, it's like acknowledgement of her contribution to our community.
Yes.
Yeah, and she adds, like, to give you guys scope that maybe don't come from New Zealand or have the same sort of order, Rob Tappert also has the same level, an officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's a huge honour, and especially to get it within the theatre community.
I know. So we've got our first officer of the New Zealand Order of Merit on our podcast. This is massive.
I guess we have to explain that for our international listeners.
It's like a New Zealand royal honour system. Okay, so it was officially established by Queen Elizabeth II, and it's for those people that show incredible achievement in their endeavours, their specific fields. So theatre, science, community. Effectively, they're viewed as being given an incredible service to the crown or our nation. Okay, so now that we got that off our chest, one other thing I just want to flag is that she was actually in the very first intake of New Zealand's drama school in Wellington, Toi Whakaari.
Wow.
Which is, this drama school is just, any New Zealander you know pretty much went there.
Yeah, cool. But then she was like in London in like 77. Can you imagine? Far out, that would have been so amazing. The culture and the theatre and the music, and doing something like Godspell in the 70s.
Yes, touring that show for a year.
Yeah, she's a rock star of a performer.
Yeah,
she had a lot of fun.
She did, and she was doing all of that as a solo mum with her daughter in tow. How incredible. In 1977.
Wow.
The credits that this legend has to her name is insane. She's played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz in 1974.
Ed Fontaine and Les Mis, Edith Piaf, Eva Peron. Mate, would have loved to have heard her sing. Those songs that she has sung are big, big numbers. Like, that's a big voice. And she's so humble about it. Yeah, I played Edith Piaf, and I did Eva Peron. It's like, what amazing roles.
Absolutely incredible.
Maria in The Sound of Music.
Cordelia in King Lear.
Such strong roles. Yeah, she's done some really cool shit.
She has. And off stage, back on screen, she's in Heavenly Creatures. Peter Jackson directed alongside Kate Winslet's first breakthrough role.
Oh, great movie.
Recently she was in Justice for Bunny King. Great New Zealand film.
Yes.
And if you look at some of her TV credits, it's just a never-ending list of great, great, great stuff. She's in 800 Words with our favourite, Eric Thompson.
Yay.
Mercy Peak, Marlon Bay. She's even in Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Wow.
I know. And the one, the only, Shortland Street.
Oh, who would have thunk? Who would have thought that she was on Shortland Street? You have to explain what Shortland Street is. Lou?
Yes, of course. It is New Zealand's favourite soap. It's a medical drama. It's like New Zealand's version of Grey's Anatomy. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I didn't know it was a hospital drama. That's really interesting.
Yeah, Shortland Street's a fake little hospital set in Auckland. It's been going on for over 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and again, like Toi Whakaari, it's kind of like the graduation station for all New Zealand actors. If you see them, they will have likely come through that. So you will be hearing from a few people on this podcast that have worked on Shortland Street. Darien's also part of a political comedy, female-only group called Hen's Teeth. And she was actually sneakily telling us about some of her latest skits, which were a bit funny.
I love that she does comedy and that she writes her own one-woman shows as well.
Yes.
She's talking about, that's like, wow. And it's like, I'm just going to casually write a one-woman show and do some theatre. I love that so much.
And do you know what? Before we get into this interview, I have to just alert all the listeners because she has a beautiful voice and a beautiful Kiwi accent, and she slips in there, though I would say she's got a nicer Kiwi accent than me. It's a lot more educated.
It's theatre, darling.
She gets in some stunning yenas, which is so good. It's like the Kiwis thing ever. I love it for her. So keep your ear to the ground.
Yeah, that is something where we merge, hey, as like Aussies and Kiwis. It's yena.
Yes, which means yes and no, or maybe no. It's kind of like...
Yeah, what does it mean? Yena means...
What does it mean to you?
It means yena, doesn't it?
Yeah,
like, for example, let's give an example of what yena is. I don't even know how to... How would you even describe yena? Yena.
Yena, I think we can move on from this conversation.
Yena, I reckon you're right.
Isn't it just like, yes, out of like sheer politeness, I sympathize with your rationale, but no, in the core of me, I understand that's still not possible.
Dude, that's deep. I feel like it's like yes, but no.
Yeah. Should we start this interview then?
Nah, yeah.
From Amphipolis to Aotearoa, New Zealand, today we are joined by the actor who played Cyrene, Xena's mum, a legendary Kiwi who needs little introduction. It's Darien Takle. No mai, haere mai, welcome to you, Darien.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
G'day.
Oh, we're so pleased to have you.
Thank you so much for being here. Can you take us back to the very beginning? How did you first get cast on Xena Warrior Princess?
Well, I got the audition for this show. I didn't know what it was. Well, they said Xena Warrior Princess, but then we didn't know, what it was all about. So I got the audition script and learnt it.
Oh.
And I was going through a breakup, really, a terrible time, with my husband at the time. And so I was quite emotional. Mm-hmm. But I went up the casting directors, which was actually not far from here. Maybe it was because I was emotional myself, that actually worked quite well for the scene. Oh. So then I got a telephone call from my agent, said I got the part. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo. But I didn't know that it was going to be this huge thing.
Yeah.
I'm still doing things for it now.
Yeah. So do you remember who was in the room with you? Was it just like a solo audition, or were you acting along anybody, or it was just a cold type read, or?
Well, no, I had a scene to learn. I can't remember which one it was now. Mm-hmm. And I had the casting director, and then somebody usually reads for the casting director. And I've done that in Australia and here. I've been the reader for Mora Fay and, people casting. So it was just the three of us, really.
Great.
And so the person who reads, another actor who's employed, just reads, beside the camera. Yeah, and I stand there. That's what I hate about audition. You sort of stand there like a ninny, You haven't got anything to work, but it must have worked.
It did. And we're so grateful that it did.
Yeah.
So you play Xena's mother, Cyrene. How would you describe her to the audience?
Well, I decided that, she's a mum. And I'm a mum, but she's feisty. She's a feisty mum, and I'm a feisty, and I'm a little person. And I thought, okay, so she's got this warrior daughter, so I'll be a little bit of a warrior mother.
Indeed.
Not a warrior, a warrior.
Yeah.
I thought, she's strong, determined. Guess where Xena gets it from?
Yep.
Only come from her mum.
That's so great. You kind of actually, Darien, you've really highlighted that warrior nature. But she also has this Cyrene has this beautiful nurturing nature to her as well. How was it kind of trying to capture these two quite, I don't know, I don't want to say opposite because they're not necessarily opposite, but these two very different essences.
I'm a Cancerian.
Ah, me too.
As an actress, you can only bring out, things that you've got inside you. So you source what's in there. This is your sort of vessel of information. And you just, when you get a character, you find bits of yourself that you can use. Sometimes character just is there.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do much work to find the character. I love it when that happens.
Yeah.
And, it's just there, which is really nice.
I guess, what did it mean for you as a Kiwi actor to be cast in this huge show that was being filmed right in your backyard?
Well, it is, right in the backyard because the studio's up the road there and out in this place that used to be Lion Park.
Yeah.
It's sort of everywhere, really, out in a lot in Henderson. Well, at the time, you see, I don't think any of us knew it was going to be such a big thing.
Yeah.
It's just a job. Hey, and then it became just sort of something else, really.
That's huge.
It was fantastic, It was so enjoyable, so cool.
So cool. So in season 1, episode 1, Sins of the Past, Cyrene sets the tone for Xena's long road to redemption, right? Do you remember much from being on set for this first episode?
I do.
Yeah.
I do, because you're quite nervous. It's like the opening night of a play,
wow.
or a musical. But I do remember because when they were filming and before Xena turns up, I'm in the tavern serving and, tootling around, and I have my back to the door. So, and she's sort of meant to come in and stand there, but because I've got my back there, I didn't know when she turned up. So Lucy was great. So what she did was she sort of slammed the door and made a great big noise. So I sort of went, but I turned around and it was great because there she was,
Yeah.
And as actors, we often do things like that, to help someone make a noise. So you go,
Yep.
And so that was really good because then it was really natural that I turned around. She's there,
So cool.
standing miles above me.
Very cool.
Totally.
And then having to get the sword out, which was about as big as me.
Yes.
That was good. And from then on, it was, cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
But I wasn't very pleased to see her because she'd been doing all sorts of naughty things I didn't approve of. I do remember saying, you're not welcome here.
Yes.
Hoping I'd got the American accent okay.
You did. It's so cool.
It's such a powerful scene, that first one. It really sets a tone for the whole show, hey? Like, where you pull that sword and you're like, who's this woman? And then to have the power to be able to then discard it in front of that warrior that we know is so vicious. It just immediately sets Cyrene as such a legend.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, because she's sort of little. She's not going to take it. Well, can't say the word shit, can I?
You can say shit.
You can say shit, yeah.
You're definitely. Shit's fine.
Probably Cyrene really the only one who can stand up to her.
Yeah.
Not be frightened,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a daughter who's quite feisty.
So you were a mum during all the filmings of Xena?
I got pregnant at drama school. So I was a solo mum with my daughter. So I was very young at drama school. And so, she just sort of came with me everywhere.
Oh.
So it was just me and my daughter for a long time.
Wow.
So I understood, about being a solo mother. And I always think of Lucy as my daughter anyway,
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, that actually leads really nice into the next question because there are so many tender moments between Xena and Cyrene.
Yeah.
What was it like to work with Lucy Lawless? Did you guys just form that bond instantly, or did you rehearse it or develop the characters, or was it just there with that chemistry?
I think it's just there because Lucy's, she's just so easy, to be with and down to earth.
Yeah.
Good Kiwi chick, eh?
Yeah.
And you were sort of waiting to go and do a scene or something. And you sort of sit and sort of tell each other's life stories and that sort of thing,
Yeah.
I had this experience where I dreamt, and this was sort of well into I don't know where we were, but I had this dream that Lucy had a baby boy, and he was called Mason. I thought, oh, that's weird. At any rate, I think it must have been the next day we were on set, and I said, Lucy, I had this dream about you last night, that you had a baby boy and you called him Mason. She was pregnant and nobody knew.
Wow.
I'm playing her mother. This is all weird, isn't it? But I am a little bit like this. I do have dreams about people.
That is such a cool story.
Oh, what an interesting... Did she tell you in that moment, or did she wait till later?
No, I think she remained. But then we found out that she was having a baby because, of course, then, the pregnancy, she couldn't hide it once.
Yeah.
She was way out there. But she didn't call the baby Mason. Yeah, that was very interesting that I picked up.
Yeah, it's like the mother-daughter bond was there.
Yeah.
The maternal instincts going, you're pregnant.
And then recently I did a episode of My Life as Murder.
Yes.
Oh, did you? Cool.
With Lucy, which was really cool. She's so nice. We just had a good old chat. I'm very proud of her. Told her I was very proud of her.
Oh,
that's so cool.
Yeah, she's amazing, hey. She's just a rock star.
Yeah.
You all are. I'm just noticing a running theme within the cast of Xena. You guys are all still just like warriors and legends. Yeah, just legends.
Exactly.
Legends.
We have to be to survive this career anyway. And I think, just as Kiwis, we're all down to earth, like the Aussies.
Yeah, we often talk about that in the podcast, about the hard yakka. Like, we just get it done, get the job done.
Yeah.
No airs and graces, just...
Absolutely not. And our film crews are the best in the world.
Yeah.
And the Americans were always amazed of what the actors and the crews and directors were like. And I think it's the same in Australia. I did a TV series in Australia, just really down to earth. Nobody has airs and graces and says, I can't do that job. That belongs to, that person. And
where's my trailer? No, it's just... Takes a village,
I love the Australians, even though my husband went off with one.
Jeez. I'll find him. I'll sort it out.
Well, Darien, that's actually an excellent segue for me. On the note of you being a strong woman, a strong mana wahine, I would love to ask you about my favourite episode of all time, which I think probably is my favourite because of you, if I'm totally honest, Darien. So it's in season 5, episode 14, Amphipolis Under Siege. So... Cyrene has one of the most empowering moments in the entire of the Xenaverse, in my opinion, of where she sings kind of the Amphipolis song in defiance of Athena, and you have the whole village kind of join in against her. I'm just wondering, what was it like to film that scene?
Oh, well, no, just pretty awesome, especially when you've got everybody around you and all the strength and everything.
Yeah.
But I love that. And I also love the one of my favourite was when we were singing Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves.
From Liar Liar?
Yes.
Yes.
And was it Liar Liar? And I was in a 50s bathing suit.
Yes.
That was so much fun. That was so much fun.
Oh.
And that was just great. I enjoyed that. But,
so cool.
Yes, that Under Siege. Yeah, I think that was good because wasn't I kind of in charge a bit?
A little bit for sure. Like, you started the song. You're the one that you have this very beautiful speech kind of like saying that you're not going to lose another child. It's an incredibly powerful moment.
And then I met the little baby, didn't I?
Yes.
Oh, they had the cutest little baby. And she was all wrapped up.
Oh.
But they usually have several babies because babies can only work for so many hours a day, on a set.
Of course, because they have their naps and everything. Yeah.
Absolutely. I just remember her being very good baby.
That's good. Yeah. Wonder if we could interview them. Wonder if we know who they are.
Yeah, they'd be like 30 now.
They'd be like 30, literally.
Like, I sort of remember something. Some leather.
Doing Liar Liar, do you remember much of that and doing that scene? Because that was like a high energy scene, and Lucy Lawless was extremely pregnant, and you guys were all,
Oh, yes. And that was on a stage, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was in like a bathhouse. Yes.
So that was different to the Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves, because I haven't seen these for over 20 years.
Wow.
But I remember and I was really worried about her. She was really pregnant, and we had to do this choreography in this tiny little space. All these people, and we're sort of crammed up, trying to do that, and you don't have much time to learn. It was a lovely choreographer. And I was worried about Lucy because she was so pregnant. And these are long hours. You do, 14-hour days.
Wow.
Really heavy stuff.
Yeah, that is full on for a pregnant woman.
Yeah. Yes, because I was really pregnant. I was about nearly 9 months pregnant when I did our end of year things for the drama school. I remember playing a pregnant nun.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I mean, the nun wasn't meant to be pregnant, but I was pregnant.
I love that so much.
The woman doing costume was not impressed. It was a little bit prune-lipped.
Oh, wow.
My nun's outfit.
Right.
Pregnant.
So I wanted to ask you about season 6, episode 2, The Haunting of Amphipolis. So this is Cyrene's last episode that we see her in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's one of the most harrowing moments, I would argue, in the whole series of her death, where she's burnt at the stake.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Tell me about it.
It was awful.
It was quite frightening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an experience because it was very, very late. It was late at night, so it was a night shoot, and it was outside, and they'd tied me up to the stake, and there were flames all around. There must have been a sort of gas fire.
Yeah.
So there were flames all around me. And I think the first AD or the director said to me, "Oh, Darren, any problems, just jump off." And I thought, how can I? I'm tied to a stake and I'm surrounded by flames.
Jeez.
But at any rate, I had to.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell, Darien. It's full on.
It was sort of quite genuine that it was scary. And I couldn't really do anything about it. So all I could do was
act.
And then, of course, you just totally go right inside. You become your Cyrene then. So, Darren, I always leave her at the door anyway.
Yeah.
And then there was that awful stuff I had to do down in Hades. I remember that. Do you remember I had an axe?
Yes.
It was dripping blood.
Yes. Yes, you were trapped reliving your memory, your nightmare of having to kill Xena's father over and over again it was in hell, I think.
Yes, it was. That was awful.
Yeah.
Because I had to keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think the roof of the place where we were filming was corrugated iron.
Oh.
And then it started raining, and because of sound, I had to keep doing it. By the end, I was the real thing. I was
method.
Exhausted, carrying this bloody axe, which literally was bloody. So that was harrowing too.
Yeah, it's excruciating to see, and it's so sad. It's so sad.
Yeah.
You get this kind of beautiful, tender moment where everything gets right again in the end of that episode, where Cyrene's kind of liberated from this afterlife by Xena, of course. Naturally, she comes to the rescue. Yeah. And you get this closing moment where you get to hold hands with Eve and say you love meeting your granddaughter. So you got to work with Adrian Wilkinson.
Yes.
How did that feel for you as the closing note for Cyrene?
Really sad as me. Yeah. But as Cyrene, it was a sort of nice closure thing to do. I didn't have any grandchildren then, but now I do understand. Also, when you finish a series like that, when you've been part of a big whānau, a big family. Oh, it's really sad.
Yeah.
And I mean, you probably find also when you watch things and I get really sad when characters I like in something, I let them die. I don't like that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh. So did you have any favourite memories of working with Lucy or Renee?
Quite a few sort of little sidelines one where you sort of, talk about what's been going on and stuff. And then you're into character because you're called onto the set and you've just become those characters. Yeah, she's a special person, Lucy. And I really enjoyed, there was some stuff we did which was quite harrowing. And I think we were in the bushes somewhere. It was a scout place and all these trees. And I know we did a whole scene. It was just the two of us. And she had her arms around me. Do you remember that one? I don't know what episode it was, but giving birth, or remember bringing her up by myself.
Is it the Furies?
Oh.
Because that's the same as what happened with me, you know. Like I went back to get my baby after I'd had it because they wanted me to adopt her because I was a young, you know, mum.
Yeah.
And so I had to walk out and leave her, which I still can't get over. So I better not talk about it too much.
Oh, that's incredible.
And then I just had to go back for her.
Wow.
You know?
Thank you for sharing that. That is, especially in that whole time frame, like for you, the early 70s, when so many women were forced to give up their kids.
Oh, I know, because, you know, hospital, they said, oh, well, if we were you, you know, this wouldn't be fair, you know, and I just finished drama school and all I wanted to do was to be an actress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And and they'd found adoptive parents and everything.
Wow.
But
Shit.
yeah, one of the people I was flatting with, a director, he said to me, well, why don't you go back and get her? Because I was in such a terrible state. So I thought, yeah, why don't I? So I did.
Yeah.
My mother wasn't best pleased, but luckily they were in Auckland and I was in Wellington. Otherwise she might have persuaded me to keep her. I mean, you know, to have her adopted.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like you could have been persuaded.
No.
No. Yeah, so all that stuff you use, you know, and I used as Xena's mum.
Yeah.
That sort of power, and I'm really fierce about my daughter, and Cyrene was fierce about Xena.
Yeah.
So I used that. That's how I dealt with that.
You can really see that depth of power in your performance as Cyrene.
So would you say you're more of a method actor? Like you would just use things that have happened to yourself and that helps you get to that performance, or you're a bit of both?
I think, just a sort of combination of everything, really. As I say, sometimes the character's just there and you go, oh, here we are, here we go. And you get taken.
Yeah.
You know, and I played Edith Piaf, and
That was going to be my next question. Did she take over and just...
well, yes, she did really. Had a few spooky things happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know we're going off topic, but I've actually got a tattoo for Edith Piaf. I've got Je ne regrette rien on my wrist. I'm like a huge Edith Piaf fan, and I know that you played her.
That was a big thing, you know, kind of known for that. And then I sang all the songs. I had to learn about 13 songs in French.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of maybe doing a Last Hurrah and doing some of those songs at, you know, One Woman Show and the Brecht and the Brel songs. I don't know, maybe do a compilation of
Like German and French. Oh, please come to Australia and do that. I will travel. Actually, I'd probably travel to New Zealand as well to see that. That sounds amazing. Oh, what a stellar career. You've done some cool shit.
I've been really lucky. Very lucky, you know.
But you're also incredibly talented.
Incredibly hardworking.
Yeah, hardworking and talented.
I think I was just given that gift. I mean, when I was first year at school, the teacher said to me, and she told me the story because I wouldn't have remembered it, but she said, oh, you know, does anybody in this class know what they want to be when they grow up? Up shot my hand. Said, yes, Darien.
Yeah.
What are you going to be when you grow up? And I said, I'm going to be an actress. I was 5 years old.
5? Wow.
And I met her years later. She was about 90-something, and she had never forgotten that.
Oh, yeah, sometimes you just can't stop the raging river. It's who you are, who you are.
It is the raging river.
Did you keep anything from the set? Like any memorabilia or anything like that?
No, I didn't. Because in other things I have, I did that TV series in Australia called Possession, and I had a little wooden tortoise on my character's desk, and I've got that. And I've got Piaf's shoes that I wore. I'm going to have those on my coffin. Because that meant
so beautiful.
And I've got my Lama's boots. I was able to keep those because they made them especially for me.
Yeah.
So they're really, I love those. And I've got a costume I did Godspell in England and Scotland. Toured that for a year.
Yeah.
Do you mind me asking what year?
1977.
Oh, that'd have been very cool.
And my daughter, of course, she was 6, so she came round, you know, different school every week. Poor child.
Character building.
Yeah.
I've got the hot pants, and I sewed a whole lot of sort of New Zealand stickers all over them. And Julie Covington had worn them when she did Godspell for the very first year. So I've got those here.
So cool.
That's pretty cool.
But that can go on the coffin as well. I've got a bizarre sense of humour.
No, I love it.
We do. This is a bit of a left-hand turn, but I'm wondering, because you're talking about a maternal instinct a little bit previously around Lucy and the character. I'm wondering, so we all picked up on the subtext, so the kind of the relationship between Xena and Gabrielle at different times. I'm wondering when you became first aware of it.
Yes, that was an interesting one. But the thing is, in this business, like, the sort of whole rainbow world, which is wonderful. I suppose I noticed more on some of the episodes coming back. I thought, oh, that's nice. That's a nice touch. Yeah. And see, the thing is about that series, kind of, sort of changed and there was more comedy, which I love because I love doing comedy. So there were some funny things that I ended up doing, which I loved. Trying to find a man for Xena, calling out these weird people. But then she decided, oh, well, she doesn't want a man. She doesn't need a man. Fair enough. Who does?
No, not when you got Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's lovely. We used to talk a lot because she loved theatre and plays and things we talk about. And she was short like me, so that was nice. We were little people.
Oh, that's really cute. So, Darien, do you think Xena should be rebooted, revived, or left to lie?
Oh, no, reboot it.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
But it would have to be different, wouldn't it? I'd have to play a great-grandmother.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be great. I always thought there was always talk of doing a movie, but it's never happened.
Yeah,
no, I think so.
Yeah, they asked Lucy Lawless once in an interview what do you regret about Xena, and she said not doing a movie.
Exactly. And I don't see why we couldn't. I mean, Lucy could still do it.
Yeah.
There was quite a nice line in one of them, My Life is Murders, but one of the characters says to Lucy's character, oh, you'd make a good action figure. Which was obviously just a little nod to Xena. And only those of us who knew Xena got it.
I love that.
And she said, oh, I don't know. But it was so cool.
If the Xenoverse has taught me anything, though, as well, is that no character is dead forever. They can come back alive. So I'm sure, I hope we could see Cyrene if it was to happen.
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
You've had such a lengthy career in the arts. What's your advice about such a massive career and staying working in this current climate as well, and especially as a woman?
Well, firstly, don't get pregnant at drama school.
Didn't hold you back.
If you've got that passion, if there's nothing else you can do, if it's your soul food. I remember waiting to go on set with Lucy. We were waiting to go on to do one of our scenes, and we used to run lines when we could, I said, being on set, it's like being in love. She said, yes, I agree. And it is,
Wow.
That's what I find, this, because I'm I'm a shy person, and most actors are.
Yeah.
Go to a party, I'll be the one, stacking dishes in the kitchen or,
Yeah.
But it's soul food, you see, and you can't not do it. And so you do it, no matter how, it's tough. You have to be tough to survive. Months without a job, I go to musicals now. And of course I did lots of big musicals and played the leads. But I go and watch and I just cry for about the first half because I'm not up there doing it.
Oh.
You don't go to a musical with me.
I can relate to that.
And really, it's your soul food. And I just had to do it. Do everything, get as much experience as possible. And, just go for it.
Yeah, wonderful. That's really great advice. Thank you.
Darien, many of our listeners aren't from New Zealand. I was wondering, what is your local secret that you tell people they must do when they come and visit to you in Aotearoa?
Well, Waiheke Island. You know Waiheke Island?
I love Waiheke Island.
Yeah, would you recommend that yourself?
Of course, absolutely. Why do you recommend it?
Oh, well, there's a lot of actors living there. A lot of actor friends are living there. Yeah. Yes. I've been very lucky because I've always been able to go and stay in different people's places.
Yeah.
because they had, batches on the island. So I've been very lucky that way. So I've been going there for a long time.
So beautiful.
Can't go wrong with Wellington, can you?
No.
I love Wellington, and especially
Stunning.
Cuba Street.
Yes, Centre City, so fun.
And it's kind of like, London, I remember in the 70s, where everybody was sort of dressed in punk gear, and it doesn't really matter if you're eccentric, you could wear all these mad clothes, where Auckland's not quite like that, but you can wear what you like in Wellington, And WOW, which is the Wearable Arts Awards, they're just fantastic.
Amazing.
Really fantastic.
So cool.
Yeah. We're pretty spoilt for choice in New Zealand, aren't we?
Yeah.
What are you working on at the moment?
Well, first of all, I've just finished filming an episode of The Broken Wood Mysteries.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sold in lots of countries. It's actually it's produced by Acorn TV in the UK, and it's really, really popular.
Cool.
It's been going for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
Just about every actor in New Zealand has been on it, and I've been asked a few times, but not available. But this time I was.
yay.
I can't tell you anything about the story, but I just had a lovely, lovely time.
Aw.
Really,
Oh,
really
great.
lovely.
Yeah.
I'm just my happy place. Again, being on set and performing, it's my happy place. I just loved
Beautiful.
Oh, here we go. It's on Acorn. It's on Foxtel. And Shell, for you, it's on Channel 10 for free.
it. Really?
Over in Aussie.
Ah, there you go. I'm going to watch it.
It's quite fun. And what about Shortland Street? Have you seen any of that?
I've watched way too much Shortland Street in my life, Darien. Years and years of it. I've definitely seen you on it.
Oh, I think I've done about 4 characters.
Yeah.
They recycle you after 4 years. But friend Jan, I was at drama school with, she played Leanne for 10 years. Remember Leanne?
Yes.
And it's because she lives on Waiheke, when she's doing shows, she has to come stay with me. So she stayed for 10 years. Yeah. But went home at the weekend.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Wow.
I've had so many actors stay here because I've got a little sleep out in the garden.
Yeah.
So everyone says I
cool.
should, write a book about all the actors who have
Yes.
passed through.
Do it. Yeah.
Yes, I should.
Darren, this is a bit of a rogue question,
Oh.
but I'm wondering, Darren, who in your opinion, as the person that played Cyrene, who do you think was Xena's father?
Oh, you know what?
Lou. Controversial.
Because people always wanted to know who my daughter's father was.
Oh,
And I would never tell anybody
Ah.
because he was off the scene, and
yes.
yeah, it's the only boyfriend I've ever had that I didn't actually like.
Right.
And my daughter always referred to him as her sperm donor.
Interesting. Yes.
I wonder. I like to think it might have been Aries,
Mm-hmm.
and then that led me to think about Kevin Smith.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah.
I love Kevin. He was
Yeah.
just the most beautiful person. But because Aries, he could have manifested himself. Became Xena's dad.
Oh, I love that. It's a conversation that still splits the fandoms in lots of ways. I personally like to think, Darien, that Xena actually had no father at all. She's 100% Cyrene's child. We see
Yes.
all that DNA that we see in Cyrene, we see in Xena.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes, it was a miraculous birth.
Yeah.
A miracle. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's go with that. I'm happy
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Just because you raised about Kevin Smith just then, I was wondering if you had any memories you wanted to share with the fandom at all.
Well, we did this I did this musical,
Mm-hmm.
Into the Woods,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and I played the witch in that.
Oh, excellent.
And I got,
cool.
that
That'd be
fabulous
fun.
song. And the interesting thing, well, wasn't that interesting, but I had broken both feet while I was rehearsing another musical.
Oh, my goodness.
And I think
Both
I
feet.
trying to
What?
sort of show off, doing, at any rate, yeah. So I ended up with plaster right up to my knees in both legs.
Oh.
Oh, my goodness.
And I said to the director, "Oh, do you want me to pull out of the show?"
Mm.
And he said, oh, no, we'll work around it. You know, you can have a long skirt. You're playing the witch. And they cut down the cast so that I just had casts on my feet.
Right.
That was a wonderful company. And we had, if we did matinees, we used to have this thing with the 2 different dressing rooms, and we'd host lunch, you know, which was interval, at an interval, and we'd do these spectacular things like dress up and have tea party all in about 20 minutes, and then back into costume. and Kevin
ridiculous.
is, you know, he's such a lovely person, you know, and we had so many laughs and giggles. And he and I, when we weren't on set, we'd be in one of the camper vans, and he'd always be talking about babies and nappies and things like that, you know.
Oh,
he's just lovely.
Beautiful.
That was just too sad. We had the same agent and broke everybody. Yeah, that was really rough.
Thank you so much for sharing that, because how incredible he was.
Yes, yeah. And naughty and funny. Really funny.
Right.
So good. Darren, it has been such a pleasure to get to talk to you, to be able to meet Xena's mum and get to know that she was just as feisty, if not more feisty, than the real Cyrene. It's just an absolute pleasure to get to talk to a Kiwi legend like yourself. Yes. Thank you for coming on.
Yes. Well said, Lou. I second all of that. Thank you so, so much for being on our podcast.
Oh, thank you. Aotearoa nui.
Ka kite anō. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Did you have a moment through that interview where you just stopped and you saw yourself and went, I'm talking to Xena's mum. I'm talking to Cyrene. It's Cyrene.
Yes, Cyrene. Yes, many moments. It was like she just,
I know.
She even shouted out with a little aotearoa nui at the end, which translates to big love.
Oh, I did hear that. That's so cool. Oh,
so cute. She's so cool. She's so humble, so amazing, so talented, and just so funny. Oh,
really funny, hilarious humor.
She's a really, really wonderful woman, and there's a huge amount that I want to talk about from that. I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, we need to debrief, don't we?
Yeah. How cool was that story that she told about having that dream about Lucy being pregnant while Lucy Lawless was pregnant, but unable to tell people yet.
Yes.
And she made that connection that she felt like it was the motherly kind of instincts there.
Well, I think because you can definitely see it on screen. Like there's a beautiful connection between the two of them. And hearing about her acting process made a lot of sense to me, because you can definitely read that on the screen. And of course, Lucy's so giving as well, and they receive, and they're just talented actors. It's just such a beautiful connection.
It really is. And one part we have to revisit, which is one of the heavier parts of the interview for sure, is where she talks about how she pulls Cyrene through her by utilizing her own lived experience. We did go back and check the episode The Furies, episode 1, season 3, that Darien Takle's talking about when she's talking about a specific scene where she's alone with Lucy Lawless and they're in the bush. And Lucy's kind of holding her, and it's at the very end. It's the last 2 minutes. So if you haven't seen this, go and have a look, because it's what Darien Takle's referring to when she's saying she's actually pulling from that intense grief that she experienced when she had to leave her child in 1970 after she gave birth in New Zealand, in Wellington.
And what a giving woman to just share that with us, with all honesty, and vulnerability.
Amazingly generous. Yeah, it really, I don't know, it makes me tear up when I think about that. And I think about the depths of pain that she'd experienced. And then while she was playing Cyrene, her daughter would have been about the same age as Lucy Lawless. To know that Darien was pulling from this very raw human emotion, just, I don't know, guys, just go watch that scene. When I rewatched it, I was like, excuse my language, how the fuck did these women not win Emmys? Honestly,
I know.
How did they not? Two women sitting there talking about in absolute grief about how the mother had to make a choice to protect her child against her own father. She had to kill him as an act of self-defense. Like, it's just so, I can't even get into the depths of hell of gendered violence on this, so I'm not going to, but it's just like, what a performance. What an incredible, heart-wrenching performance.
It's really, really special and so healing for her as an actor. Art really does heal.
And just also to have that representation of complexity of mother-daughter relationships, you know, that protective mother, but also, you know,
that lioness.
Yes.
Energy of, I will do what it takes to make sure my child is okay.
Yes.
And we just feel that through the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. And even if she has to hold on to that and live with that indefinitely, forever. But it was just mind-blowing, right? That she was never going to tell her child that she had to kill her husband because he was hell-bent on killing his child as like a sacrifice to Ares. Like, that's madness. That's absolute madness.
Wow. It's beautiful.
But also backed by an incredible bloody script. And you can just really tell when those exchanges are fledged out by a stunning writer, R.J. Stewart, who is a freaking godsend to this universe.
Man.
Just an excellent writer with over 50 credits for the Xenaverse, but also one of the co-executive producers, right? So he's really across this, and he writes some of the most wonderful, mind-blowing episodes.
Yeah. And also in that episode, it raises the controversial question around, is Ares Xena's dad?
How do we all feel about Ares being Xena's daddy?
And it was, she was like, I reckon it was Ares.
And she was there.
Ares is a babe, though. Maybe that's why she said it, because, you know, pretty sexy god. My gosh.
My gosh, indeed.
My gosh. I didn't want to say my god, because it was
too many gods.
Oh, my gods. Yeah.
By the gods.
By the gods. He was a sexy god.
Indeed. He absolutely was.
Wasn't her dad's name like Nello or something? No, Artemis?
Yeah, Artemis is like yet another version of Ares trying to somehow explain that he's not Xena's dad by frigging embodying a version of Xena's dad, pretending to be Xena's dad.
Poor Cyrene.
It's all very Greek, isn't it?
I don't think Xena's dad was a god. I like to think she was immortal, you know, amortal.
Not with an I, an amortal.
No, not immortal.
Look, I totally align. Like, I do really agree. There are elements of the show, though, I do have to say. Like, there are moments when it is hard to suspend my disbelief enough to be like, is this woman mortal or is she a superhero? I don't know. Because, like, I don't know. The Lost Mariner, you know that episode?
Yeah.
With, like, Tony Todd, directed by Garth Maxwell, that, like, Kiwi
Garth Maxwell.
legend. I know.
Fabulous legend.
Icon.
Mm-hmm.
Where Xena friggin' somersaults no short of 1 billion times from a cliff.
Hey, that could happen. Look, if the wind was right, you got to remember this was ancient Greece. So there could have been a tornado. She was very clever with, you know, being nautical. She would have gone, okay, I'm just going to catch the arse end of this tornado and I think it's possible. It is.
You are very forgiving. But if we don't all watch and love this show for that high camp foolishness, what else are we watching it for?
Yeah, right?
Like...
And Lucy Lawless, like every time she's mentioned on this podcast, everybody has said how much of a cool chick she is, right? How great she is.
I want to be really clear, straight out the gates. I do not believe this. Like, I think she is absolutely amazing. But what the hell? Has she hacked us? Is she frigging giving these people money? Like,
she's a bloody good person.
She's a bloody good person. She's like
a rare person. Like,
yeah, I know. Ridiculous. I know. Should we see if we can pay someone to come on and say a shit story about it? No, fuck.
She just sounds like a wholesome Kiwi chick, you know, girl next door that just is really grateful for what she's doing.
That's what we keep hearing time and time again. And look, I 100% believe it. Growing up, seeing her on the TV all the time, promoting things like Greenpeace, I 100% believe it. But I'm still just like, man, what an incredible person to be under that pressure, under that spotlight, and day in and day out, and young as hell, and be a mum, and all the other things that came with it. And she was blimmin', just like, no, everyone's just talking about how, like, just grounded and chill and in touch she was.
she's obviously connecting really well with all those other actors. You meet people like that sometimes that are really good at connecting. Like they're just, when you act alongside them and you instantly connected and you think it's because you're fucking connected, but it's actually because they're receiving you so well as well. Like it's a,
yeah, wow.
And I feel like that's what she's like, a really she's a very giving, receiving actor.
Yeah, right. She must be for them to be able to cultivate those relationships so quickly, so sharply.
Yeah.
And that would make sense for all the many, many, many guest stars that come in and out of a show that goes for 134 episodes.
Yeah. And they all say the same thing about like this, like, you know, between takes, she sits and talks. So she's building rapport with these people so they feel comfortable. And then they, you know, start filming and it's like she's, you know, developing that relationships.
Totally. And Darien really highlighted that it was like those, for her, those moments with Lucy, like between the takes where you would be able to like tell your life stories to one another. And then, how she loved that she'd then be like, it'd be like clap her on and they'd just be like scene in the moment, you know. Cyrene and Xena just like, you know, back at it. How cool is it?
Yes, I know. So cool.
Yeah. Oh, actually, we cannot not talk about Cyrene coming back for a reboot.
She's keen, man.
She's keen, man. Whack that axe in her hand.
Yes.
Bring her back. She deserves it.
Yeah, 100%, man. You have to have Cyrene. Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of Cyrene and her axe, though, can we just take a minute to acknowledge how hilarious it was when she said that in the scene in The Haunting of Amphipolis, where she's in hell and she's having to like repeatedly do it, and then she actually in the process of filming it had to repeatedly do that, and she wasn't acting. she was the real thing.
Oh man, I know, that was so funny. Oh,
it adds such an intense and visceral layer.
She's just like, fuck this, I gotta keep doing this. So it was like she'd done it so many times that the acting it was just total like reality.
Oh my God. Like probably blisters on her fingers. Just friggin'
yeah, God Christ, man. Jeez. And how she goes, the bloody axe. Well, it was actually bloody. That was hilarious.
Literally bloody. She's so funny. God, what an excellent top-notch person.
Yep.
I just adore her. She's absolutely amazing.
Oh, I know.
There is a term in Te Reo Māori which is wahine toa. So it kind of means female warrior. Oh. And you very much get that essence, obviously from Xena Warrior Princess, but you very much get that essence from Darien Takle.
Yeah.
So and I just love that you then see her imbue it into Cyrene and we get that glory of that great character, hey?
Oh, well said.
Thanks, man.
Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. We really did. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Remember, you can find us at xenawarriornutballs.com.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Tell all the Xenites out there. Like and share us on Instagram, Facebook. We love having a chat. You can send us emails at xenawarriornutballs@gmail.com. And we're found like on Spotify, Apple Podcast.
Should we give a little wee teaser to the whānau, like a wee teaser to the family, a clue of who's coming up next?
Oh, go on.
They also worked on Shoreland Street.
Mate, that's like every actor in New Zealand. How are they even going to guess that?
I know.
You might have to narrow that down a bit. There you go. Take a guess, guys, out there. Our next guest has been on Shortland Street.
Shortland Street.
Oh, shit.
Takita and everyone.
Yeah, Babylon Xenites. Till next time. There was a time when... what's the lyrics? There was a time sisters are doing it to themselves or for themselves? Is it to themselves? Oh, for themselves. They're doing something, that's for sure.